We're going to complete two different constructions today. We're going to copy a segment or create a congruent segment, and we're going to copy an angle. I have two different kinds of compasses here. I have this kind, and I also have this kind. So I'll show you how to do it both ways. So the first step for copying a segment is we're going to just draw a ray. Doesn't matter how long it is, as long as it's longer than the line we're trying to copy. I'm going to put an endpoint at one side. So I'm going to take my compass, I'm going to measure the length of the segment. I'm going to put the pointy part on one part, the pencil point on the other, and that's how wide the segment should be. So I'm going to put the pointy part on my one endpoint, and now I'm going to make a curve on that segment. So wherever it crossed is where my other endpoint is. So now this and this are congruent. We could do the same thing, sort of, with the other one. So I'm going to again draw a line, or really a ray, put an endpoint at one side. And now I'm going to put this part over the endpoint. I'm going to see which dot lines up best with my other side. And you can kind of see the red through that hole, that little X one. So that is where I'm going to put my pencil, line up on the other endpoint, put my pencil by the X, and all I have to do is move the pencil. I hold down here and move the pencil. So now these two segments are congruent, boom and boom. For constructing a congruent angle, we're going to start by drawing a ray, just like before. We are going to take our compass, let's start with this one. Take our compass, we're going to put it on the vertex, and I'm just going to make an arc. Doesn't matter what size, just has to cross. So now I'm going to do that on the end point. I'm going to make an arc. All right, so that's step one. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to measure the distance between where it crossed here and here. So it looks to be about that wide. I don't know if you can see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my point on the intersection here and now make an intersecting arc. So wherever that intersection is where I'm going to get to draw my other ray. So now these two angles are congruent. So we're going to follow the same process for this one. Start by drawing our ray. I'm going to put the end point, the vertex, in the hole. I'm just going to pick the first dot, second dot on this side, just so I remember which one it is. And I'm going to come over here and do the second dot on this side, same. Now, I'm going to make these dots a little bigger so I can find them. Dot, find the hole. Looks like I didn't make a big enough angle. So what I would have to do, I couldn't use the compass for this one. What I would have to do is, if I was copying a bigger angle, find whichever one the hole fit in, and then do that from here as well. And then where it crossed, we could put our other line. All right, and that's how we copy an angle and copy a segment.